What's up guys, and welcome to today's video. We have got a special video. Now we're going to be creating a hybrid and I'm going to be showing you guys step by step how I build this team and what kind of goes through my mind, what tips and tricks I can give you to build your perfect ultimate team. So I could go really easy and just go a single league team or a single nation team and kind of choose players from that league or nation that I think will work well in certain positions to kind of benefit other players in the team. But we're going to go in hard and we're going to go ahead and do a hybrid because it would just be a bit boring. I absolutely hate using one league or one nation teams. I find it's, you know, what's the point? You've got all these players in the game, why not merge them together and build a sick team? So yes, of course, we're going to be going for 9 chemistry minimum on every single player. If a player has 10 chemistry, even better. So yeah, I'm going to show you guys, hopefully, a sick hybrid. Now, I haven't predetermined this squad. I haven't built this squad beforehand. I maybe know a couple of players which I want to include in the team because I purely like them. And obviously, if you know a player that you like, you want to include them in your perfect ultimate team. So, first things first. You need a formation that you find most effective to your playstyle. So for me, the 4-3-2-1 formation does just that. It's a formation where obviously you've got the 3 players up top. You've got the right forward, striker and the left forward. Now the reason I love this, much more than kind of like a wide 4-3-3, is because with this formation, all your attackers kind of work together almost in like a bunch. You know, they can move out wide and they can kind of come in narrow as well. And I just feel like it's the most effective way for me to kind of do 1-2s, get triangles going in and around the box to try and score. And sometimes when you have like a 4-3-3 formation and depending on the kind of striker that you have in the middle, you know, that striker kind of needs a little bit more help, and the left wing and the right winger don't really get in amongst the players much when, you know, using a 4-3-3 formation compared to a 4-3-2-1. So that's the reason I've used it, and also I like the fact that when you have 3 centre mids, you can get one of them which basically has high attack and work rates and is a bit more of an attacking player than maybe the 2 ones on the right and left. You know, you want the central one to be maybe the more attacking. So yeah, that's why I like it a lot more than maybe others in this game. We obviously have got to have a marquee player that we're building this hybrid around, and I felt like purely for the fact that I packed him twice, why not use him? And of course, just he's genuinely a sick player in this game. We're going to go ahead and use Cristiano Ronaldo for this team. Now, there's a load of different options which I could do and build this team around. So yeah, I felt like this is probably the best option to have in that left forward role. And of course, if I want to build my perfect ultimate team, I've got to go ahead and use this guy. I will show you my record with him at the moment. It's 52 games, 33 goals, 3 assists and 2 yellow cards. Not that the yellow cards really matter, but you guys get the gist. He's a very clinical player. The goal to game ratio probably should be a little bit better, but yeah, I did have a few games at the start of this game where I just couldn't get my head around how to score or how to even win a game. So now I'm fully on top of that. I know what to do. So the first thing with building a hybrid and building your perfect team, notably a hybrid in this instance, is looking at the links that your player, your marquee player, has. So, for example, Cristiano Ronaldo, he's from Portugal and he plays for Real Madrid, one of the best teams in the world. So, you've got to look at club links first of all. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to search for Liga BBVA and then Real Madrid players that I have in my club. So we're not going to go with just centre mids or whatever. We're just going to go with we're going to go with all the Real Madrid players that I have in my club. So as you can see here, I've got Marcelo, Cruz, Modric, Rodriguez, Isco, Pepe, Marcelo, Varane, Danilo, Casillas. So the 3 that I'm looking at right now are, of course, Rodriguez, Modric and Cruz. I could go with Isco, but maybe I feel like he's a little bit more of an attacking player than kind of an out-and-out centre mid. So if you ask me, out of them 3 players, who I'd like to have in my team to get a strong link for Ronaldo, it would have to be James Rodriguez because he's the most attacking player in the team, and he would be the player out of the 3 in the midfield that I'd like to be, you know, kind of like to do a bit more of a defensive job. Kind of like to do a bit more of an attacking job, should I say. So yeah, we are going to go ahead and use James Rodriguez in our central midfield position. He's obviously, well, he's got medium, but with them attacking stats, he's going to be the player which I'm going to want to kind of pass the ball to and get him forward, rather than using maybe one of the right centre mids or left centre mids in the team, which maybe doesn't have the kind of attacking attributes that James Rodriguez has. So The next player we're going to go ahead and look for in our team is, of course, a right forward or a centre mid or a striker. We kind of want to get James Rodriguez another link. Purely for the fact that we know on the left centre mid role, he's going to get another link with like maybe Liga BBVA or Real Madrid. So I want to make sure that I can get him maybe like a league link from another league or something like that. So what we're going to go ahead and do, we're going to go right forward and then change this to Colombia and see what Colombian players there are that can fit on this kind of right-hand side. I believe there is quite a few that we can pick up. So let me go ahead and search my club. Okay, hold on. I will search contact players instead, actually. So Pardo, Ibarbo. I'm not going to focus on any of these silvers. Let's go ahead and look at some of the right midfielders as well and see. So Cuadrado is, you know, he's kind of like a standout player out of the Colombians. And of course, you can get Ibarbo as well. But personally, Cuadrado is the best Colombian right midfielder, right winger, I think, on this game. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to put Cuadrado right in there at the right forward spot. That's going to be perfect. So now what I can do is basically look at the options that I have. I can either go ahead now and get a Real Madrid striker, or I can get a Juventus striker, or I can go ahead and get a Colombian in the Liga BBVA, or I can get a Portuguese player in the Liga BBVA, because all of them will get that striker full chemistry, or we'll get other players full chemistry. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is kind of evaluate my options. So, strikers, Colombia, in the Liga BBVA, what is there? What have I got to work with? Now, we have got Martinez. Okay, what players do we have now for Real Madrid that I can potentially pick up in the team? We have got, Benzema and Mayoral, who's a bronze player, and I'm not going to put him in the team. And then we're going to go ahead and have a look at Serie A players that are Portuguese, that are strikers. There's none available. So then we're going to go ahead and have a look at some Juventus strikers. And I know for a fact there are a lot of good Juventus strikers. And notably recently, a new player has just come out in this week's Team of the Week, or the previous Team of the Week. That is Dybala. Dybala is a fantastic player in this game, very clinical, and with Ronaldo and Cuadrado around him, he's going to be a fantastic player to have in that striker role. So that is a reason why we're going to go ahead and put him in our striker spot. Now, this is where it gets pretty cool, because now Cuadrado is on full chemistry. We can move away from the Serie A now, because all our Serie A players are on full chemistry. We need to focus on Ronaldo and James Rodriguez getting their final strong links, or final links, to kind of get them full chemistry. So as you can see, Ronaldo actually needs one more link from the Liga BBVA, and so does James Rodriguez. We can get James Rodriguez link on the right hand side, but instead we're going to get it on the left, because we're going to kind of kill two birds with one stone. So what we're going to go ahead and do is look in the Liga BBVA at some central midfielders, which hopefully are going to be pretty sick. Now, whenever I do this, I kind of think in the back of my head, okay, I kind of want to look for a nation which I can then link into another league. So, for example, if you've got the likes of Toni Kroos, you can link into the Bundesliga. You could link into the Barclays Premier League with Mertesacker at centre-back, and then maybe Gibbs on the left-back spot. Or, if you have maybe Fareoh, you can move into the Bundesliga again, because obviously you've got Xavi Martinez at the centre-back spot, and you can go ahead and get Alaba at the left-back spot. There's all these different options that you guys kind of need to have in the back of your mind that you could potentially use. So we're also going to go ahead and look at some CDMs as well, because notably I do want a bit more of a defensive player in that role. So I'm going to look here. There is the likes of Busquets. Okay, I would really like to use that guy. I genuinely would. So I'm tempted. I'm very, very tempted to put him in the team, and this is where you have to go now. If you're using a league like Poland, a nation like Poland, they're kind of quite scarce in the fact that, yes, they've got some very, very good top quality players, but in defence, especially on the left-hand side, they haven't got that many decent standout players. Like, for example, I was thinking just then, in the left centre-back's role, I could actually go ahead and get Glick. He's a Roma centre-back now, or a Torino centre-back, and then we could get a Torino left-back, or a Roma centre-back, whatever team he plays for. But then Kichiroak wouldn't get full chemistry. So I think, for the sake of this video, Kucherawak, we're actually not gonna be able to use him in this team, which is a bit of a shame, but it does not matter. So instead, what we're gonna go ahead and do is gonna go with my first option, and that was Toni Kroos. Now, Kroos can actually do a pretty decent defensive work. Some pretty decent defensive work on this game, and I feel like giving him a little bit of a chance in that left centre mid role. I've used him there before, I know his qualities, I know how good he can play, and it's kind of a bit of a no-brainer for me, to be honest. So that is exactly what we're going to go ahead and do. Kroos, and now Ronaldo, Rodriguez, and Kroos as well, actually, because he has 2 strong links, are all on full chemistry. Every single remaining card, well, every single remaining position that doesn't have a card in there is kind of free to use. No matter who we put here, we can put what? Okay, let me just change it now. We can put a Bundesliga player here, Arturo Vidal, and this whole team will still get full chemistry. Cuadrado will, obviously we need to change him to a right midfielder, to a right wing, and the right wing to a right forward. He will get full chemistry. So I've kind of got the world to play with. I can do whatever I actually want, and it's going to be pretty interesting. So let me go ahead and look at some centre mids which I think would be perfect for this team. So if we go concept players, centre mid, and see what there is available on the market. Now, for this, I kind of do want a bit more of a defensive player. It's got to be said. We've got Kroos, who, you know, is a pretty, well, he's just an all-round central midfielder. We've got James Rodriguez, who is going to be a bit more attacking for me. Why not go for someone who's going to be a little bit defensive, but can do a pretty decent job as well? Now, I'm looking through these right now, and I'm thinking, well, okay, yeah, we could go with Schweinsteiger. We could also go with maybe Pjanic would be a decent option. It's still in the Serie A. Verratti would be a decent option as well. That's in the Ligue 1. That's an Italian link that we can go ahead and grab. So there's a lot of different options actually, which I can use. And I'm actually stuck, right? I don't really know who I want to put in this team. I think I am going to go with... Right, let me just go ahead and have a little look and see what CDMs there are available. Because if I'm correct... where is he? Okay. So, I'm thinking there's 2 options that I would quite like to use actually. Matuidi or Luis Gustavo. Now, both of these players are very, very similar in their game, and I know for a fact if I use Luis Gustavo, I can get a perfect link with Ronaldo. On the right hand side, I could go ahead and get feat.Strix or whatever, and have a really, really solid team. Whereas if I went to use Matuidi, I could go ahead and get a French centre-back, which I know there's quite a few decent ones in the Ligue 1. And then I could get Aurier at right back, and that would be, you know, 2 strong links for Matuidi. He'd then get full chemistry. So, I'm in a bit of a dilemma, but I think I am going to go with... we're going to go ahead and use Luis Gustavo. Okay, so Luis Gustavo is going to go in the team. There we are. I will change him from a CDM to a centre mid, like so. 2,200 coins, that's okay. So there we go. CDM centre mid card is done. Now, like I said before, I'm now going to go ahead and search for a centre back. Well, I know which centre back I want to use. I want to go ahead and use Ronaldo. Whether I have him in my club or not is a different matter. So we're going to go ahead and quickly look. Do I have him? Yes, I do. Now, we all know Ronaldo is a fantastic player in this game. He's absolutely unbelievable. He's got really, really good stand-up stats, and I'm sure he's going to do a great job for me. Now, because we've got that perfect link with Gustavo and Ronaldo, we can choose any Bundesliga right back we want, or we can get any Brazilian right back that we want. So we're going to evaluate our options. I personally probably will go for feat.Strix at the end of the day, but then I do want to go and have a little look and see just some Brazilian right backs on this game and see if I fancy any of them. So I know Danilo I really, really like. I know Maicon I really like. Alves. So for pace-wise and for all-round duties, I'm very, very tempted to go with Danilo. Very, very tempted, but there is a player which stands out massively for me because I used him in a team at the start of the game and I absolutely adored him. This guy, Perez, has got to be one of the most underrated players on this game, and it's only until you guys use him you'll understand what I mean. So, yeah, Personally, I highly recommend this guy. He is unbelievable. Right then, we're going to go ahead and check out the rest of our team. What can I do? Cruz is on full chemistry. We can literally, and Ronaldo's on full chemistry. No matter what we do with this team, you know, all of the players around them is going to be on full chemistry. So I can kind of have a look now and see what I really want to do. So, for example, if I go ahead now and search, right, goalkeepers. Trying to think right now which goalkeepers I personally love on this game, which I think fitting into this team would do very, very well indeed. So I'm thinking, there's David De Gea. Whenever I've used him, he's always been exceptional, absolutely unbelievable. So for me, using David De Gea, I know I've got a very, very solid player at the back. That if my defence ever fails, I know I've got a pretty good chance of him saving the shot, or you know, hopefully not conceding a goal. So I'm going to go ahead and put David De Gea there at the goalkeeper spot. Now we're going to move on to the centre back. For this, we either need a Spanish centre back in the Barclays Premier League to get David De Gea full chemistry, or we need a Manchester United centre back in the Barclays Premier League. Obviously, Manchester United is in the Barclays Premier League. So yeah, we're going to go Barclays Premier League, Spanish centre back. Who is there? Muniesa, Amat and Crespo. None of them are going to be good enough for our team. We want someone to take it to the next level. So we're going to go ahead and look at some Manchester United centre backs. Now, you guys know on this game, there's a very, very OP player which has been in this game for absolutely ages now. Well, not ages, but every single year he's been in this game, he's been incredibly overpowered. And I think it's pretty obvious who that is. So the options here we got are Rojo, Jones, and Smalling. I'm not going to use McNair or Poole. That would just be degrading the team. No offense to them players in real life. I'm sure they're very talented. But we're talking about FIFA now. So I'm going to go ahead and use Chris Smalling. You know what, guys? You don't necessarily have to pay 200k, 300k for the best players in this game. This game generally is. I'm contradicting myself massively here. The higher rate of play you get, the better you're going to get from the player. But honestly, I'm saying this now, there are a few gems on this game which can play just as well as any other player in this game. So personally, Smalling is one of them players which comes under that category. Now, for the left back spot, we can go ahead and pick up another Manchester United player, which I don't really want to do. I know Shaw would be a great option, but I don't want to make this just like a Manchester United orientated Barclays Premier League side of the team. I want to kind of give it a bit of an edge. So we're going to go ahead and search for some Barclays Premier League English left backs to fill the rest of our team. Now, we've got quite a few options. We've got Baines, we've got Gibbs, we've got Bertrand. Obviously, Shaw, don't really want to use him though. We've got Danny Rose, Cresswell, who's now going to the silver market. So I've kind of got 5 options here which I can use. Now, looking at all of these players, the player with the best defending is Baines, and the player with the best all-round stats is Baines. It's as simple as that. I know Baines has very, very good free kicks. It's going to give us a left-footed option in that department as well. If Ronaldo, the angle isn't right, etc., etc. Gibbs has a lot of pace. 81 pace. He's got 6 more than Baines. He's got the same amount of dribbling. He's got less physical and less passing. He's got less defending. For me, I'm going to go with the high rated player. We're going to go ahead and get Baines. So that is the team. As you can see now, every single player has got full chemistry, 9-player minimum. Obviously, we do need to go ahead and put a right midfield to right wing card on Cuadrado and get him full chemistry. But even without that, the team does get full chemistry, or 99 chemistry, and that's when you've kind of done something right. So if I can find a right wing to right forward card, there might be one, or I might have to search on the transfer market for one. Yes, I'm going to have to search on the transfer market for one. But it's pretty simple to build a hybrid if you've got, just the freedom of time. If you've got a night where you're not doing anything or whatever on FIFA and you're kind of a bit bored and you're thinking, oh mate, this game's dead. Even if you don't have the coins and you just want to build a concept squad and you can work up to that team that you've built, it's a cool thing to do. We've just built a 4-league hybrid. We've got the Bundesliga in there, we've got the Barclays Premier League, we've got the Liga BBVA, and we've got the Serie A. And how simple is that? That's taken me, 20 minutes to build that? So I highly recommend you guys go ahead and do just this. take into account. We've kind of added in a perfect link. We've done some club links, we've done some league links, we've done some nation links, and we've kind of added every single kind of part of chemistry into this team that you possibly can, apart from like legends, etc. But yeah, we're not going to move into that. If you want me to do another video with like legends included in the team, it makes things a hell of a lot easier, and I'm sure it'll probably take half the time. But yeah, what we're going to go ahead and do now, move into a game, prove to you guys that this is a sick team, because I know it's going to be. And let me know in the comment section below if you want to see any more of this. Let's do this. This is our opponent. This really is going to test this team. This guy's got a fantastically overpowered team. He's got Kondogbia, Biarbiani right wing, Doumbia, who we know is insane on every single FIFA. I think that's Jairzinho at the left wing spot. He's got Abate right back, Chelsea's left back, Begovic in goal. It is a fantastic team. It's going to test me. It's going to test this team. Let's do this. Here we are. Dybala. Oh, he's done very well there. Play it out wide for Ronaldo. There we go. There we go. Ronaldo's turned Abate. Go on. Goalkeeper's off his line. Deflected. Begovic made a fantastic save there. Fair play. Oh, please to stop him. Oh, God, no. Yes, what a challenge that was. What a challenge by Baines. Okay, here we go. Luis Gustavo. He can thread that now through for Perez. Where are we going now? Oh, look at that from Perez. Stay on the ball. Babra has done him up there, but we should be able to get the ball back. There we go. Decent stuff from Perez. Yes, Baines. Love that. Go on, Perez. Perez! Oh my God, what a strike that was with his weak foot as well. Just shows you Perez can get forward and he can create some good chances and almost score a goal there. Here we go, Rodriguez on the edge. Oh God, that's going to be really bad. Wasn't as bad as I first thought, but you know what, we're getting there. Come on, get there, get there, get there. Look at that, Perez. That's that 92 pace kicking in. And this again. Brilliant stuff. Long ball for Ronaldo. He's run off his man. He should get through on goal here, barring on the fact that these defenders don't get the ball off him. And Abate, to be fair, he has done very, very well. Look at that forward run that Perez is making. He should be able to get to the byline now. Go on. Oh, that's a foul. If it wasn't for Zuma fouling him there, he would have been up, up and away. No. Keeps. Come on. That's what I'm talking about, David De Gea. He's got the rebound. He has got the rebound. Standard FIFA goal, really, isn't it? Standard FIFA goal. With the header. Brilliant stuff. Play it now. Go on, Ronaldo. And there we go. We have got the equaliser. Some fantastic play between Ronaldo and who else was it? I'm not even sure who else it was. We'll see now. Who does it come down to? Dybala. There we go. No, Cuadrado, sorry. Plays a lovely through ball. Ronaldo first time. Simple. Thank you. Right, are we going to score this with Ronaldo? We'll soon find out. We might be able to, you never know. Go on. Go on. Oh! Oh, and it's a goal! Perez has controlled it from Ronaldo's free kick. What control. That was actually unbelievable. And smashes it top left. I wasn't lying when I told you this guy was good. Look at this. Controls it somehow. On the volley as well. On the volley. Perez. He's a beast. Trust me. He's the best couple of K you'll ever spend on FIFA. Honestly, when a player is running at you straight from kickoff like that, the best thing to do is foul them. Don't get a red card, but get a yellow, or just hopefully not get a card at all. It's just an absolute nightmare when players and other teams score straight from kickoff. When you've just taken the lead or just equalised or something like that. I'm sure it's happened to a load of you before. Yeah, it's not nice. It's really annoying. Go on, Ronaldo. Go on, Ronaldo. Go on. Finish that now. Oh my God, if it wasn't for that bloody deflection, that probably would have gone in. Yes, Gustavo. That's what I was talking about. That defensive player. You need that in your team. Go on. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. We've got a free kick. All fine and dandy. And then we should be able to counter. Play it. Oh, lovely stuff. Cruz. Ball roll. I don't know how that hasn't gone in, but there we go. Oh, dearie me. How has that not gone in? Go on, James. Go on. You know it's not going in when the keeper just doesn't move. Come on. Look at that. Baines. But this is where we don't like it. But, yes, there we go. Lovely challenge from Ronaldo. Lovely layoff. Play it again. And then Ronaldo's through. Ronaldo's pretty much through. Oh, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can we play it again? No, we can't. I've just messed it up. But Davala. Why did I not just shoot there? There we go. Anyway, that is full time. We have won the match 2-1. A hard fought victory, but you guys could see the team was very balanced. Baines and the fullbacks especially really impressed me. I'm not going to lie, they're probably one of the better fullbacks that I've actually used. I know Perez is probably my favourite right back, but I do have quite a few favourite right backs. Left back Baines, you know what, he surprised me. I thought he was going to do well, but I thought the pace was going to let him down a little bit. But he seemed to manage to keep it with Biarbiani just about. So, you know what, hats off to him. I think he did well. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, then please be sure to drop a like. If you'd like to see me build like a silver team or a bronze team like this, bronze and silver hybrid, or BSG team, a bronze, silver and gold team hybrid, then let me know in the comment section below. It'd be great to hear your opinions. Anyway, that's me done. I'm out. Subscribe if you're new around here, and peace.
Jack 54, yeah, he got the dope fits. Football tricks, giving lessons to the kids. 7-minute squad, so you know what it is. FIFA is the game, and this channel is the shit. In the UK, but this channel's worldwide, and he knows how to make the best teams of all time. If you didn't know what you're doing with your life, when I'm done with this rhyme, go ahead and subscribe.